You're watching Fox in the Morning Weekend Edition.
And trimming the fat at local eateries. Coming up, we talk to the owner of one of our favorite restaurants about a healthy change that's coming soon. And some of our favorite restaurants here in San Diego are making some changes in the kitchen. Coming up, we talk to the head of a local restaurant group about the effort to trim trans fat from the menu. We'll tell you what that means coming up. All right, well, welcome back. We talked about helping children in the fight against obesity, and now a restaurant group here in San Diego is helping adults by going trans fat free. And here to discuss this healthy move is Deborah Scott from the Cone Restaurant Group. Thank you so much for being here, and executive editor of San Diego Magazine, to discuss healthy trans fat free options. Thank you so much for being here. Ron Donoho, thank you, guys. I know it's a Sunday morning, and sometimes it's hard to get up. We appreciate it. First of all, I'd love to start with what exactly is trans fat? I know it's become a big buzzword when we talk about food, and a lot of people only know that it's bad and don't know much more than that.
Mm-hmm. Well, trans fats occur in food through hydrogenization, and that's a process that was developed in the early 1900s, and then in 1911, Crisco brought it to the market.
And it kind of keeps the food from going bad.
It does. It keeps it from being rancid. It preserves the shelf life. And what it is basically is a change in the molecular structure of the hydrogen, or rather of the vegetable oil, so that it's more sporadic and it allows the trans fats to attach to it. And so the type of hydrogenated trans fats are bad for you, and so that's our goal, is to remove as many of those as possible.
And you have a whole group of restaurants who are kind of doing this. You're doing it all together. You have, let me see, Island Prime, Sea Level, Indigo Grill, Kimosabi, and you guys are adopting a plan of 99% trans fat free?
We are gearing ourselves towards that. It's important to realize that there are some trans fats that are occurring in that occur normally or naturally in products like beef products and dairy products, but the kind that we are trying to avoid are the ones that are hydrogenated, because they're the ones that cause heart disease. And so our goal is to remove as much of that as possible from our menus, of course without doing anything to the flavor or to the recipes that we want to make sure we preserve. But our goal is to get rid of as much as possible up to that point.
Right, and speaking of delicious and yummy recipes and keeping the flavor and also keeping healthy, Ron, you have a new, the next month's issue coming out that kind of focuses on eating that way and some recipes you can use.
Well, we did a feature called Kiss the Cook, and it was really based on what some chefs in town thought were good ways to work your way into the heart of your loved one. Let me first say that I'm very pleased to be here with Deborah. I'm a big fan. We're both fellow Baltimoreans. Only we're allowed to call each other Baltimoreans.
Balmer.
Right, Balmer. And I highly recommend the calamari at Island Prime. It's my favorite in town.
Very nice. And now some of your recipes include the ambiance, not just, oh, put this together with this. We're talking more big picture. Put the low lighting with the music and
That's true. That's true. Some of the chefs, we asked them what do they do before they make the big meal for the person in their life. And they talked about taking long walks on the beach and bike riding, I guess to sort of whet the appetite, to get hungry for when they go home or go to their restaurant and put their meal together. One of the things that was sort of a common theme that I found, and it's sort of obvious, there was the chef at Stingery, Antonio Frischia, the chef at the Hotel Del Coronado, 1500 Ocean, Jason Schaefer, and at Estancia Hotel, they all had one thing in common, and that was oysters.
Real? I guess that makes sense.
A common
then,
aphrodisiac, yeah. But they all prepared it differently, and I just thought it was interesting that they all went to that as something to get into their loved one's
heart, so to speak. And of course, if you are cooking for your loved one, you'd want to cook healthy. You don't want to be, putting food on the table that is going to be completely bad for them and maybe, hurt their heart.
That's true, and I praise the Cohen Group for what they're doing. I think it's a significant trend nationally. I think here in San Diego with a group like this that has 10 different restaurants, I think it'll have some significance.
Well, I think so. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's always nice to be healthy. We look forward to many happy meals in the future. All right, Deborah and Ron, thank you so much.